Texas State Fair. Played here since 1932, these two programs have defined conferences, won national titles, and no matter what happens, they find their way back to each other. And when these two meet, the whole nation pays attention. The Sooners will kick it away to start. And he's coming out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So the Texas Longhorns offense will have the football first. You can't help but think back to last year, Jesse, when Oklahoma figured out a way to win that close game.
And Reese, Texas has been reminded. Every day this past year about losing that game close, too. So you knew, David, coming out in this one, they were going to be amped up and ready to roll.
And you know the juices are flowing early in the game. Like, this is not a friendly rivalry. OU doesn't like Texas. Texas doesn't like OU.
Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate in his pass.
Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Longhorns line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Defense wants to bring the heat. Gets the job done on 3rd down as he gets it to the 25 before he's brought down.
And I think that was step one for this offense. You didn't want to start backed up, but you did on this first drive. Nice job getting that first down, creating a little bit more space. Now I look to see if they get back on script, maybe get aggressive and see what this offense does today.
He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. The RPO, it's complete. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. The Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Finds a soft spot in the middle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. The Longhorns will hustle to the line.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the field.
And the Longhorns come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Wants to throw it. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
And the Longhorns decide to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He gets his first one of the day out of there. They used him 3 times in that loss last week. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. So Oklahoma's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And this might be a real challenge for this quarterback because that corner, David, can take away an entire half of the field.
Yeah, and that's the bright part of this defense. Like you know out wide exactly what you're getting week in and week out, and it is top flight. Like one of the best in the country at your spot. So interested to see how this passing attack works while avoiding that guy. Because I'm not going after him, Palmer.
Well, I don't think this quarterback has seen a secondary built like this. He definitely hasn't seen a corner with this guy's ability. And so if he is going to try him, he better have really good timing. He better be very accurate. He better not be late throwing out-breaking routes because this dude will pick him off and take it to the house.
To throw, it's Gage. Under fire. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
Gets it out of there for the first time today and didn't see much of him that loss a week ago. Called on just once. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Play this game in the shadow of Big Tex. You can get a corny dog out there, play carnival games, and see one of the great rivalries in the sport, David.
It's crazy. You literally walk outside of the stadium, and there are thousands upon thousands of people. They don't even realize a football game's going on, Jesse. They're just having a good time.
You're right. It's part of what makes this game so special. The Red River rivalry, there's just so much fanfare. There's so much tradition. And remember, with bragging rights on the line, this thing just means more.
The Longhorns will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Sooner offense returns to the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. The give to the back. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. The Sooners come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. To the air, it's Gage. A little release to the back. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. And the Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Here's a heat. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And he reels it in inside the 30. And another big play from a Sooner receiver. We've seen that before. Some places you might get grades like C, D. all A-pluses here.
And he grabbed it like a lamb and serving up busted chops like you've seen this offense do so many times in the past.
Ball marked at the 26. It's 1st and 10. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Back open in the middle. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down. The Sooners come to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to throw again. Lets it go to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Oh, the offense just not able to come up with that. You knew that was going to be a bang-bang play, right? They're taking a shot into the end zone. That's going to have to be a contested catch on the back end, but he wasn't able to come up with it because of the hit.
The Sooners come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Dropping back, it's Gage. They get to him as he throws. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
A nice job by the quarterback, hanging in the pocket, hanging in there. He knew he was going to take a lick. He took the lick, delivered a strike, and got the score.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A lot of interest in this Pac-12 showdown today, so let's catch you up to speed on things. Wisconsin is down when they are not out of it, not inside Camp Randall. One of the best home field advantages in all of college football. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to South Carolina. We'll keep you posted on a Pac-12 showdown that, not surprisingly, guys, is already trending.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. To the air on 1st down. Safe completion on the screen. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Looking downfield on 1st down. Using the quick game. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on 2nd down. Quick completion to the right. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. His 3rd and long from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll run it from the gun. Not much of a gain there on the ground, and that will do it for the 1st quarter. At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Defense showing blitz here. From the gun, running back gets the gift. Didn't get much done on that line. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. The Longhorns want to pick up the tempo. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got it inside the 10. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas!
And I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under it and make a big play.
Yeah, and when I'm the receiver, I'm like, I'm open, right? I'm going straight down the field. Throw me the football. I got the speed. I can beat this guy. You can tell they've done that so much in practice. They knew it was second nature, and they executed it perfectly.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point is good. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they finish things off with a 44-yard touchdown pass. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Maybe some confusion on the snap count. It's going to be a false start.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
On that RPO play, I don't hate the decision by the quarterback not to hand it off and throw it deep down the field. I just don't like the throw. Not an accurate throw. He never got his feet back underneath him after riding the running back and not handing it off. He's got to do a better job with his fundamentals to hit that throw because that play was there to be made.
To the air, it's Gage. Finds his tight end. Open space at the 25. And he's down. That throw and catch a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, Dave?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. And the Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. Quarterback may change this route. Wants to throw on first down. It's caught.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Sooners have a lot of options on second and inches. Wants to go up top. Right on the money. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. They just keep firing. Just a short pass to the tight end. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. The Sooners had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Looking for a man. It's Gage. Out of the backfield, he's open. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
And they could have flipped that field in a hurry, right? They've given up some yards. They're sitting in their own red zone. A chance to make a big play. Yeah, he could have made that interception and could have flipped this field.
They'll throw on 3rd and short. Firing to the right, complete. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. And the Sooners didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. The Sooners have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll go to the air. Gets it out fast. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
They pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Quick strike complete. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Sooners!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's coming out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Here comes the Texas offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. They take over late and they have enough time to put together a drive. Looking for space. It's Whitted. Turning it on! That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets him up to the 24. Looking to fire. Tight end finds a soft spot. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Longhorns will have it 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quick shovel pass. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the first down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
Wants to go up top on first down. Touchdown, Longhorn! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
Every coach in the country talks about finishing half strong. Man, how about that? You get the touchdown, a chance to tie this game up and take all the momentum into halftime.
Setting up for the extra point and the top. And the extra point splits the uprights. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's get you updated on a fascinating battle going down in the Pac-12. Wisconsin has just had no answers today, and I'm not sure you could put J.J. Watt back out there inside Camp Randall and expect a different outcome. They're trailing by 14 to South Carolina. If anything else happens in this one in the Pac-12 or anywhere else, we'll make sure you know about it, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Looking to throw, it's Gage. He puts some heat on that one down the middle. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Well, I'll tell you, there are a lot of coordinators out there that would want to set up the shot, especially on the first play of the drive. Maybe run the ball, and then a few plays later, go play action, make it look the same before shooting it downfield. They just did it right away on first down, first play of the drive. If you get the matchup, take the shot. And that's exactly what happened. Nice job.
After that last big gainer, they'll put it in play. 1st and 10 from their own 49. Quarterback making checks. Jump the gun just a bit, and we've got a false start.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The officials move it 5 yards back, and it's 1st and 15 for this offense. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. He'll take a deep shot here. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. The give to the tailback. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They'll immediately call timeout. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Off the play fake. Pressure coming. Took a shot as he threw. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Offense gets set for second down. A very conservative approach here, just taking the knee and heading to the locker room. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Here on third down for this offense. Quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And the Longhorns send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll field the punt and look for room. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half.
And the Longhorns will boot it away to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive on? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
The offense changing the play. Looking to throw, it's Gage. Unloads it left. And incomplete on the deep ball.
He just misses on the big downfield shot. And I think some people think that's a difficult throw to make, but I'll tell you what, a lot of times you put a little air underneath it, you just trust your guy more than you trust the DB, but it's hard to do when you overshoot your wide receiver.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Time to take a shot. Catch inside the 30 and still running. That's where they'll mark him down, but what a play there to pick up a first down. Another big completion for the Sooners, and that's right in keeping with that legacy of great quarterbacks.
Just dudes that can spin it. The offense is always fun. It's always fast. There's a lot of things about Oklahoma that you can count on. And offense and great quarterback play is always one.
To the air on first down. The short hands, it's Anger. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? The Sooners can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to keep it in the air. He'll take a shot. He caught it. Touchdown, Oklahoma. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Looking for a crease. It's Whitted. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. The Longhorns racing to the line in the hurry-up.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you've got to be prepared.
And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The Longhorns are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Off play action. The Longhorns will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Back to throw, it's Gage. Swings it out to the flat. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
Second down, he'll throw it. Fires to the wideout. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field. Because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven, if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
Off the play fake on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
Well, it hasn't always been that easy for the quarterback. He's been sacked a few times early on, and I don't know if he was expecting to have that much time from the pocket, surveying the field. His feet just never seemed to get settled, and I think that's what forced the inaccurate throw and incompletion.
Made a defender miss. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
Well, I know they're losing right now, but they're not going to be losing for long if they keep hitting shots like that. And I love the idea here, taking a shot to your best player on offense. This guy is one of the biggest playmakers.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Texas! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Week to week, it's so tough to figure the ACC, which is why this one is notable. Missouri is getting hammered right now. They are the nail, and that figurative mallet is just pounding them into the ground. What a bad look. They're trailing by 14 to Pittsburgh. Any big changes in this ACC clash? We've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the 1st down.
To the air, it's Gage. Fires to the big fella. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the 1st.
Might be changing the route. Motion from the wide receiver. To the air on second down. Throws to the wideout. Pulls it in.
Well, he's able to make it easy after that catch, and I think his speed is something that just scares DBs to death. And you think about great Oklahoma receivers recently, guys like CeeDee Lamb, Sterling Shepard, Hollywood Brown. DBs gave them so much cushion because they were afraid they were going to get run by, and I think that's how defenses treat this guy too. With his speed and his playmaking ability, he scares you to death, and that cushion helps him out tremendously.
Looking downfield on first down. And it's picked off for the third time today. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. Trying to start the drive with a pass. He finds a dead spot in the middle. Brought down at the 32-yard line. Picks up 15 yards on the play and an important first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Lets it fly deep downfield. Throw into the end zone. It's picked off. A big turnover here for the defense to end the quarter. We've reached the end of the third quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the fourth, all tied up. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. To the air. It's Gage. He rifles one deep to the left. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. We're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decisions and not put his offense in harm's way. And that's why you're still seeing them throw it vertically downfield.
Fires left. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Well, I like the idea by the offensive play caller here, and you're trying to get aggressive, you're trying to find a chunk play, but that time, QB and receiver can't hook up.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, back up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Lets it fly. Makes the catch down the right side. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Quick release by the QB. Breaks into the open. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. And the Sooners are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Complete to the right. What a play there. He rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
From the red zone, looking for a space. Finds his big tight end. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
He wants to change this route. Motion from the back. Back to throw, it's Gage. He's got it on the run. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Touchdown Sooners! They move on top here in the 4th. And another passing touchdown for this Sooner quarterback. He keeps this up, and he might wind up in that 100 touchdown club with Baker Mayfield and Landry Jones.
So many good guys that have had good days, but how about this day? I mean, fitting the ball all over the yard, just padding the stats, and you start mentioning guys like Jones, and you start mentioning guys like Baker Mayfield, that's Sooner pristine legacy there.
Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31. And the Longhorns are in the hurry-up. Quarterback on the keeper. All down, and they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And I feel like the option is a play that this guy can run in his sleep. He's constantly making the right decision, so I love it here. 3rd down, you're putting it on him to do the right thing. He had to keep the football there. The defense took everybody else away. It was open for him, so he's able to just pick up enough to keep this drive moving, keep the sticks rolling.
He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. He leaves it with his back. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. Looking to throw on 3rd. It's complete along the sidelines. It's a catch inbounds, and it's a first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest day.
Running on the Jets. The 10. Touchdown Longhorns. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Interesting showdown in the Pac-12 today, man. Take a look at how things are playing out. Wisconsin is in trouble right now, and unless something changes, this is the type of day that can crush morale. Not Bucky's finest day at the office. They're trailing by 18 to South Carolina. If anything changes in this pivotal Pac-12 matchup, guys, you know we're here to bring it to you.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Time for the offense to try to put together a fourth quarter drive to break a tie. Here's the handoff. The clock stops as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the game. The Sooners can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Scanning the field, it's Gage. Looking down the middle. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And I like it. Very smart defense, understanding the clock, understanding they're going to try to push the ball down the field. Great job playing deep, breaking on the football, making sure that receiver doesn't catch it. Smart IQ defense.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Down late in a tie game. This is a huge play. Quick release on the RPO. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth down call there.
How many times do you see receivers catch the ball and dance and you get so annoyed because you're like, dude, do you see the yellow line? Go and get it. Really nice job by the receiver with the second effort, getting the extra yards and getting the first down.
Snagged in the middle. It's Anger.
If they're going to win this game in a 2-minute situation, it's not just going to be receivers on the outside making plays. They got to use the entire field, so the tight end over the middle of the field is a great weapon at this juncture of the game.
Fires to the big fella. And he goes down after making the grab. Picks up a few, but still short of the first down.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if you can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. The Sooners back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. He's got it on the right. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Biggest drive of the game right now as the clock is winding down, a chance to win it before overtime. Pulls and fires complete. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Third and short from the 26. Pretty easy field goal range, but they'd love to pick up the first. He might want another play. Dropping back, it's Gage. Rushes on him. He's going to take off. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Well, I'll tell you, he picked a good time to have his longest run of the day. Really nice job there, feeling the pressure, buying himself some time, and then taking off and getting north. And just so gifted when he's in the open field. That's going to really give a jolt to his offense.
And the Sooners will line it up on 1st and 10. The pull and throw off the RPO. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
That is how you end a football ball game. Closing seconds, great execution. Take the lead. This game is almost over.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. He's taking a deep shot. Ball is incomplete. Falls to the turf, and that's going to do it. And it went right down to the final play. It was the Sooners who put the horns down in Dallas today in the Red River Showdown, and they'll take that gold and hat